and welcome to the third episode in the fourth CPSA How to Hit series, sponsored by Browning and filmed here at South Down Gun Club and Shooting School in the heart of the South Downs. In this episode, we're continuing the subject of FITASC shooting, and we're going to show the difference between moving between hoops. The targets have remained the same, but by moving 20 or so metres to the right from peg 1 to peg 2, the presentation of each of them will have changed, some slightly and some quite significantly. I'm not going to go through each target as if I was the first man on the peg. I'm now going to also to tell you the difference between this presentation and what I saw from the last one. As we normally do, we're going to run through the order on the menu. The first one being target D, the Batu, my right here. Pull. As you can see now, the Batu is more of a quartering right to left as opposed to a square on right to left target from peg 1. B, the midi. Pull. The midi hasn't changed significantly. It's still a long left to right crossing midi, although I am slightly closer to my break point, which is going to be in the same place it was last time, near the C target. A, the Blaze Sondel. Pull. This has moved from being a quartering target here to more a 90-degree crossing left to right. A bit like the Batu. This went from a crossing to a quartering. This is now a quartering to a square on crosser. E. Pull. Now this is one of those significant changes where this is no longer a crosshair, it's more of a flat going away target, which will really cut down the amount of gun movement I'll need to take it. And C, from the corner there, pull. Again, not a lot of change, still needs to be taken before it slows and curls away. I'm now going to shoot each of the singles in order as per the menu and then describe how I've done it to show you the contrast and difference between that peg 1 and peg 2. First of all is the black Batu from the right behind the fence. I chose my break point at the highest point before the target dropped towards the flag. Visual pickup point was above the Browning flag, gun hold slightly further out, call for the target, mounted up, locked on, pulled ahead and shot, classic method shot. I'm now moving on to the midi B from behind the bund on the far left. The gun hold point was above the Browning flag, eyes further back above the B sign, and the break zone was over here, focused on it, locked on, pulled ahead and shot, kept the gun moving. Now A, the Sondel. The break point was the apex. Visual pickup point was to the right hand side of the tree, the gun held slightly further out. Focused on the clay, locked on, pulled head and took the shot at the apex. Move on to the flat going away E target. This target has changed significantly from the first one. It is now very fast, low, going away standard. I had to take that one quickly before it curled and dropped. At that point, to do that, I decided to use a swing 2 method. So my break point was halfway along the flight line, or 2/3 of the flight line. My gun was above the back of this sign, eyes further back. As soon as the clay went past the barrel, swung onto it and shot at it. The difficulty of this shot was, it wasn't like English Sporting, where I could have my gun up, reducing the movement. I've got a lot of movement from the gun down position, thus bringing in a lot of barrel movement. Again, this is why in FITASC the mount has to be perfect and again controlled to get to the target. Moving on to letter C, break point was before the apex, gun hold was roughly about halfway up visual pickup point between the gun and the trap, focused on it, locked on, pulled ahead and shot just before it started to curl away. Classic method shot. And that's how you shoot those particular targets from peg 2, showing you the difference in presentation, angle and speed that's created by moving from peg to peg. In the next episode, we're going to change layouts and go through an entire course using the 3 pegs and introducing more advanced movement, especially on the pairs when there's maybe a case of actually moving 180 degrees around in the hoop.